Jeff's just telling me to slow down because the more nervous I get, the quicker I talk. My name is Millen. I'm 34 years old and I am a recruitment manager. I'm a local girl from working class parents, and other than a stint at university, I lived in Jersey all of my life. I gained a scholarship to Girls' College and did journalism at John Moores in Liverpool. When I came back to Jersey, I worked in banking for a while, got a little bit tired of juggling other people's money around and making rich people richer, so I moved into insurance and was an underwriter for 4 years. Right now, I'm a recruitment manager. Now, I've been doing that for the past 5 years, and it's really opened my eyes to what is going on in Jersey. I've seen over those 5 years mothers who are desperate to get back into work, but they can't get back into work. It costs around £1,300, £1,400 to put a child in childcare full-time, which makes it completely uneconomical for some families to actually work. I've seen mothers who have children of school age, and they want to get back to work, but there's a distinct lack of part-time roles in Jersey. Now, I'm very passionate about doing something about reasonable cost for childcare. Preferably, states-funded, means-tested childcare would be a good step, and part-time roles. There's plenty of legislation in the UK, which means an employer has to really come up with a fantastic reason why they cannot consider part-time roles. In Jersey, it's very much no, we just don't fancy it, we'll have a full-time person do that. In all honesty, in the 5 years I've been there, I've dealt with approximately 15 part-time roles of all the hundreds and hundreds of full-time roles. These mothers want to work, they really want to work and get off income support, but there are barriers in their way to stop them from doing that. They want to be members of society that give back to society. They don't want to have to go to social security with their hand out every week. It's very demoralising for a person to have to do that, and in Jersey there are barriers in the way for mothers who want to work. Zero-hour contracts is something else which I've had quite a lot of exposure to. I've had a grown man cry to me before because he's explained that 1 week he can take home £350 and then the following week he's been told that there is no work for him for the next 3 days, and so he's taken home £125 and then has had to has been worried and highly concerned that he can't pay his rent, never mind feed himself or pay his bills or anything like that. It's got to be zero-hour contracts have to be tackled. They're quite abusive. They fall down on the part of the employer. There's absolutely no benefits to the employee. There's no perks. You don't get paid if you're off sick. The holiday allowance is minimum, and they're not a good way for somebody to live. Right, my reason for getting into politics. Firstly, I attended the gay marriage rally. I was very impressed that people in Jersey came out of their houses and said, we will not take this blatant disregard of the state against public will. And secondly, the passing of the 2 weeks maternity pay, when Deputy Southern proposed 6 months, which is what the rest of the world get. Really, the rest of Europe gets 6 months. In Jersey, the state saw fit that a woman can return to work 2 weeks after having a baby, which is quite clearly not possible or acceptable. Essentially, this means that any woman who is pregnant, coming up to the birth of her child, she has to leave her job and then find a new one once she's ready to go back to work. She won't be able to find a part-time one, I can assure you of that, and she won't be able to afford the childcare as the current state of affairs is. Reform Jersey is spearheading social policy and they're committed to social justice. I want to be a part of making a positive contribution to a fairer society that will essentially benefit us all.